So as promised, let's discuss the question of meaning of life. As we discussed, we can't really say anything about anything. And the question of meaning of life is one of these questions that leads to an absurd answer to some extent, because the meaning of life, who even says that life should have a meaning? And in the context of the real truth, so that I exist and I perceive, there is no place for questioning the meaning. Who says there should be a meaning? And actually no one. But still, we are alive. We are in this context of this particular reality, the way we perceive it, and we have to find meaning, because we as humans are looking for a meaning. And why are we looking for a meaning? Well, because since we were cells, like evolutionary, in order to survive, we had to do certain steps, certain things, so that we can survive, so that the life gets spread. Now, again, this isn't something that was pre-programmed. It's just that the cells that did not spread, that did not have this meaning of reproduction, they were just unsuccessful. They just did not reproduce, so they died off. But the cells that had a meaning, the cells that reproduced, these cells colonized this whole world. So kind of the meaning was, it just was summoned in this world by the cells that had a meaning. So during evolution, we were programmed to search for meaning, to do things, do meaningful things. Now, what are these meaningful things? Again, through evolution, we have developed the sense for what is meaningful. For example, reproduction, some social things, belonging, creating, hunting, protecting, providing, expressing, learning, improving, also resting, enjoying, experiencing, sharing, helping, or controlling. These are some of the things that we perceive as meaningful. Why? Because, for example, this ape had to, protect and provide to his family. This lizard, or not a lizard, some, early mammal, this mammal had to hunt already. This fish probably also had to hunt already. This cell had to reproduce. And now we as human beings, we also like to enjoy, but also apes like to enjoy. Enjoying life is something that is kind of interesting in the animal kingdom, but it's something that kind of probably helps the resting, helps regeneration, helps building connection and social circle, keeps the family, the tribe strong, for example. Sharing, helping, all these things evolved throughout evolution, and because we are the final destination, up until this point we are also evolving, and future humans will be evolved even more than we are today. But throughout evolution we've collected all these desires, these instincts, like instincts to perform these things, and this is what is meaningful. Now, why does it matter? Well, because, as we discussed, this reality is absurd, and the only thing that we know is that we exist and that we perceive. So there is some kind of, like an essence of consciousness, probably. There is some essence of consciousness that we feel why we are conscious, and this essence of consciousness interacts with something, with the reality, with the world. It perceives somehow the world. It is aware of that world. So there is some essence of consciousness, And that essence of consciousness is connected to the context of this reality. And the essence of consciousness is connected through, well, our body. Our mind, but our body, mind and body, these were evolved together. And so if we want to look for a meaning in this context of reality, because there is a meaning in this context of reality, of this whole reality, then look for these. Because it has no point looking for a meaning in the sole essence of consciousness. It's totally irrelevant to think about meaning. So this is where you can find meaning of life. It's context dependent. If you choose other contexts, of course, feel free to choose other contexts. This is the most natural one. And to me, the most sensible one. But obviously it depends on the context, and out of every context, and if we actually transcend to the highest level of transcendence, we are able to, achieve. Looking for a meaning of life is meaningless.